thought that this was really a triumph. This is, for me, the rare film that works beautifully as both a narrative but also as a mood piece. I felt these characters. I felt, their grief and their just longing and the I guess the uneasy sense of missing out on something that was never really there. I thought it was just absolutely beautiful the way that it evoked that sensibility. I also thought the more abstract sequences, like the red lit hallways, soundtracked to the sound of a heartbeat, or the dark figures on the horizon evoking the ghost of Christmas past, or yeah, or Christmas future, or whatever it is. I thought it all worked and suggested this sort of malignancy and this darkness below the surface and this inner turmoil. And it really just all came together, and was scored really excellently too. And yeah, just worked on every level.
Comparing the sense of missing something and the loss of what a teratoma feels like mentally with what it feels like to lose someone in real life, and that grief and nostalgia you feel for that person. So I thought that that analogy was super interesting, and it slowly explained itself throughout the film. But starting out, it was really cool concept to sort of make you think about those things. The actress herself, her face was so expressive throughout that you really felt going through that journey with her of reliving these experiences with her brother and learning to live without him and with that feeling of loss. I saw a lot of motifs in this film with the marble and holding, spots of sunlight that look like a small round sphere. I didn't know if they were alluding to the actual physical what a teratoma looks like, or just that feeling of having something and then missing it. The use of sound in this film was also really interesting. We had sound effects like a heartbeat, a metronome, a sort of almost a flatline sound interspersed with these moments of music while she's with her brother. And then these other sound effects sort of came in when she was alone. But I thought those were really interesting choices as well.
The contrast between the ecstatic happiness images or scenes and the other ones where they depict deep hurt, nostalgia, there's always perfectly described with their performances. The background information is priceless and a very sensible approach to the topic. Again, the music brings perfection to the whole film. This is a sad topic, and they just perfectly complement.
The idea of twins absorbing each other. This is the first I've heard of it. It's a very, very interesting idea. It's for a film, to portray this person going through a life and dealing with this. I really liked the stream of consciousness, of this, and it seemed to be at points going out of reality when going into the red rooms and all that. But just zipping through many stages of life. I especially like the shot where we had the sparks going off behind her. That looked really cool. But this was really interesting, very cool. Good performances by the actors, especially the lead actress did a great job.
I loved the opening shot with the washer. Just made me think of cycle, the cycle of life and death. Really liked the musical score, and I thought it was beautiful cinematography and nice camera work throughout, especially when we were first brought to the beach. I felt like we were being carried along into the beach, and I liked that there wasn't any music and we could just hear the sound of the ocean. Just thought it was a really cool shot. I also really liked the shot of the yellow car in the field.
It was really heartfelt. You watch this woman struggling with, a tumor or a, fetus issue, and watch her go through the emotional pull along all of that. I think it was a really interesting concept presented in a really interesting way, kind of a roundabout way to get to, you know, the central root of what a teratoma is and what's causing it. So you feel the anxiousness and the concern of the woman, and also the unknowing that she would feel, since, you know, there's not a full grasp of what it is presented until, you know, the end of the piece. I think it makes sense for that to be done, to create all these questions and build the anxiety.